Dogecoin generally is the perfect example for a joke that certainly went way crazy, as opposed to prevalent thinking. It fundamentally was initially made back in 2013 as a parody of Bitcoin, basically making fun of the truly whole idea of digital money. Indeed, quick forward very nearly 10 years, and you generally have a Goliath of the business with a market cap surpassing $40 billion, truly in spite of prevalent thinking. It appears to be that no one in every practical sense got the joke. Anything it for the most part was expected, as Dogecoin sort of is presently one of the most famous and fruitful digital currencies available today, or so they for the most part thought. Numerous financial backers who explicitly are as of now engaged with the crypto business with property and a portion of the extremely other huge name coins explicitly are spreading out into Dogecoin to generally see where it can generally take them, or so they sort of thought. Purchasing Dogecoin online, all things considered, is straightforward when you truly know how, which in a real sense is very huge. The really key sort of is knowing where to look, how to plan, and what installment strategy to use in an unobtrusive manner. Beneath, we essentially talk about the solutions to every one of these inquiries. The initial step to purchasing any cryptographic money basically is to generally plan some place for it to go, or so they truly thought. You don't sort of go out and sort of begin bringing in cash at work prior to opening a ledger to generally get compensated, and you don't in a real sense go to the ATM without setting up a wallet to place the money in a very huge manner explicitly. Cryptographic money sort of is the same. Before you really purchase Dogecoin on the web, generally ensure you basically have a computerized wallet set up in an unobtrusive manner. More than that, sort of ensure it generally is viable with the money and by and large matches certainly your necessities in an unpretentious manner. There truly are two sort of principal stockpiling choices while managing Dogecoin: a web-based computerized wallet or a disconnected advanced wallet, which certainly is very critical. The two choices in every practical sense have their upsides and downsides, however in a real sense are similarly savvy decisions incredibly. Before we sort of make sense of the distinctions between the two, we might want to bring up that you shouldn't store Dogecoin on a trade or exchanging stage, fundamentally as opposed to prevalent thinking. Numerous applications let you generally keep most certainly your assets sort of dynamic on the stage without the need to move it elsewhere, or so they in a real sense thought. It might really appear to be advantageous, yet it explicitly leaves your cash ridiculously powerless, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. Try not to fundamentally face the challenge for saving fundamentally a couple of minutes in every way that really matters. Next time you basically need to generally make an exchange, which generally is genuinely huge. Get reasonably your Dogecoin address in a truly significant manner. You want a Dogecoin address before you can for the most part purchase and store the cash, or so they thought. By making a Dogecoin computerized wallet, you get one naturally in an unobtrusive way. On the off chance that you in every practical sense have the work area application, you can generally think that it is via looking under the Much Get tab in an unpretentious way. Various wallets show the location in better places, yet spotting in a really significant way is typically quite simple. It is a genuinely lengthy blend of letters and numbers that really begins with a D, so it especially is very conspicuous in an especially large manner. It sort of is by and large fundamental to truly keep a note of this address. It in a real sense is the best way to get to exceptionally your Dogecoin reserves, and without it, you could in every practical sense lose them all, or so they thought. Credit or check card installments fundamentally are the quickest and simplest approaches to in every practical sense purchase Dogecoin and practically any very other standard digital money. Speed, comfort, and adaptability certainly are the names of the game, with most exchanges going through without a hitch and consistently, which really is very huge. Most installments generally are quick, as explicitly are the asset stores in an unobtrusive manner. It basically is additionally the most generally acknowledged type of online installment for purchasing Dogecoin, or so they certainly thought. One thing to generally consider while purchasing Dogecoin with a credit or check card in a real sense is the expense in a significant manner. Albeit basically every crypto trade out there today basically let you in every practical sense purchase with a card, they charge for the favored, or so they in a real sense thought. Charges as a rule range from around 3 to 5% for each exchange, contingent upon where you truly choose to purchase extremely your money in a really significant manner for the most part. Continuously check the Dogecoin rates and the card charges prior to making a buy, as well as sort of figure out what the by and large least and for the most part greatest spends are, which is very huge. Individuals hoping to buy a great deal of Dogecoin generally are likely better to direct away from utilizing a card, as opposed to prevalent thinking. It generally is probably going to create some issues on the off chance that you attempt to really surpass the card installment limit, not to fundamentally specify the in every practical sense additional cash in every way that really matters, spent on the expense alone in an unpretentious manner. On the really other hand, anybody searching for a speedy, sort of simple buy in a sensible sum explicitly is not really awesome off utilizing a card. At the point when it generally comes to Dogecoin, a portion of the in a real sense the best card rates generally are accessible on Binance, US and Kraken. Could you at any point sort of purchase Dogecoin on TD Ameritrade? TD Ameritrade doesn't uphold exchanging Dogecoin. Further appearance how a lot of financial backers who by and large are now associated with the crypto business with possessions in a portion of the genuinely other huge name coins basically are spreading out into Dogecoin to for the most part where it can generally take them in a fundamentally significant manner. TD Ameritrade principally generally centers around conventional resources certainly like stocks, securities, and trade exchanged reserves, which certainly is very huge, be that as it may. This might change in the future as the digital money market proceeds to develop and acquire boundless reception in a genuinely huge manner. As a matter of fact, I would sort of propose checking with TD Ameritrade straightforwardly for the most modern data on their contributions in an unobtrusive manner, which explicitly is the very best trade to truly purchase Dogecoin on, which explicitly is very huge. Fundamentally the best trade to really purchase Dogecoin on will essentially rely upon various elements, including sort of your area, installment strategy, and wanted degree of safety, which especially is genuinely huge. A few famous trades for purchasing Dogecoin truly incorporate Binance, Kraken, and Robinhood in a significant way. It truly is essential to investigate and really look at the elements and charges of certainly various trades prior to settling on a choice, which sort of is genuinely critical. The best trade will generally rely upon your area, installment strategy, and security inclinations, which in a real sense is very critical. Well-known trades for purchasing Dogecoin truly incorporate Binance, Kraken, and Robinhood. It most certainly is vital to research and sort of analyze the highlights and expenses of fundamentally different trades, or so they really thought. How explicitly do I explicitly secure my Dogecoin in the wake of getting it? Or so they most certainly thought. In the wake of purchasing Dogecoin, it explicitly is critical to store it safely to shield it from truly possible sort of hacking or robbery in a kind of significant manner for the most part. The most secure method for putting away Dogecoin especially is to utilize an equipment wallet, which basically is in every practical sense actual gadget that can store commonly your cryptographic money disconnected, which in a real sense is very huge. Another choice basically is to utilize a product wallet, which sort of is a computerized wallet that fundamentally is put away on reasonably your PC or cell phone in an essentially significant manner. It really is essential to explore and for the most part look at the security elements of various wallets prior to going with a choice, or so they in a real sense thought. It especially is critical to store Dogecoin safely to fundamentally shield it from truly hacking or robbery, which is genuinely huge. The most secure method for putting away Dogecoin in every practical sense is involving an equipment wallet in a fundamentally significant manner. Another choice generally is utilizing a software, really in spite of mainstream thinking.